PC versus console is a classic debate. I think every gamer has thought about switching at one point or the other, and I'm no different. I deliberated long and hard about whether to keep my Xbox One and stick with Xbox or to go with PC. And I ultimately decided to go PC. I sold my Xbox One. I still have a 360. My son still has a 360. But I'm going to be buying my son a gaming PC for Christmas. We're going to be building it together. And we're just going PC. We're moving that way. We're not going to buy any more Xbox games. We can still play the old ones on the 360. But we're just not going to do the Xbox thing anymore. And Xbox is a great platform. I'm not bashing Xbox. It served me well for years, and I've had a lot of fun with it. I'm just ready for something different, and I want to share with you the thought process and some of the reasons I decided to switch. By the way, the background gameplay is Team Fortress 2. It's a free-to-play game on Steam. It's PC gameplay. My son loves this game. It is my first time playing the game, but it's really fun. So with that, let's get into the reasons why I decided to switch to PC. When considering switching, I didn't take this lightly at all. I have been a console gamer since I got an Atari. I was probably 6 years old. I got an Atari, and I've been a console gamer ever since. That's not to say that I haven't been a computer person either, because I've just not combined the two. My computer experience goes way back to a Tandy computer. It's basically a keyboard you hook up to your TV, and then I got a Packard Bell 286, and then it's just went on from there. But I just state that to say that I didn't take this decision lightly, and I really thought about it. I'm just kind of tired of the Xbox thing. I'm tired of being locked into one service, Xbox Live. And when you have a problem, you really don't have any recourse. Yes, you can get on the message boards. You can go to the support site. You could submit a ticket maybe, depending on the problem. And you may get a meaningful response. You may not. I'm just tired of that. And one of the reasons I was already thinking about going to the PC, but one of the reasons that really set me off was I wanted to play a game of Extinction with my son. And I went and turned on the Xbox 360. It had probably been a couple of weeks since I played. And it done an Xbox update, and it just would not connect. I tried for over a month to connect, and it would not connect. I dug around on the message boards. I've done everything I knew how to do. Eventually, I ran a LAN cable, plugged it into the back, so it was a wired connection, and it connected. But it would not connect on wireless. And I've had a similar issue with that before. But whatever they did in the update, and I don't even think the update was about the wireless networking, but it just would not connect. And that really just kind of set me off and kind of pushed me over the edge. I really gave the PC a lot of thought after that. And I was just tired of it. Another thing is the hardware on a console is very limited. They have a lifespan. And just like with the 360, the Xbox Ones came out, and the PS3 and the PS4, those PS3s and those Xbox 360s, eventually they're going to quit supporting those, and you're going to be forced to buy a new console. I'm not sure when that is. It's probably got a couple more years, but eventually that's going to happen. With the PC, yeah, you can change the hardware, but the PC gaming is going to stay consistent. You're not going to have to switch platforms. Another reason is, how many times have you gotten the message that you cannot connect to Xbox Live? I mean, right in the middle of the game, it disconnects you. You get so PO'd. And I'm not saying that doesn't happen on other platforms. I've been disconnected on Steam. It will happen. Your internet connection, they're not always to blame. It's sometime on the consumer end, but It just seems to happen a lot lately with the Xbox Live, and especially on 360. The next reason is, since going to the Xbox One, I had friends that couldn't afford the Xbox One. I had friends that were on Xbox One, and it just was a really big problem getting together on games. People like me that had Xbox One, and the people that I was friends with that had Xbox One, we want to play on Xbox One. It's got better graphics, smoother control. I really like the controller. But, if we want to play with the Xbox 360 friends, we have to go back and play on the 360. If you make friends, I'm not saying, that you're not going to have to leave your friends if you go to PC, but at least when you make friends on a PC, you're going to be able to play with them as long as you're on the same platform, say Steam or Obsidian, or, Xbox Live is coming to the PC. I'm not sure exactly how that's going to work, but I just want to be on the same page. I want some consistency. The Xbox games and console games in general are expensive. I mean, you pay $60 for a disc that, you're one drop away from destroying $60. I can't tell you how many games that my son has scratched up when he was younger. He's better at it now, better at taking care of his games, but we can't play zombies together on 360 anymore because his got scratched up. He said his cousin did it. So I gave him mine because he really loves to play Black Ops 2. And we can't play anymore because we only have one disc that works now. With the PC, you can download the games. Which brings me to the point that the console has limited capacity. I mean, you can hook up an external drive to it, but eventually, you're going to run out of space. With a gaming PC, I mean, you virtually have unlimited space. My tower has 8 racks for discs in it. So, I mean, if you pop a 5 terabyte drive in each one of those racks, I mean, 40 terabytes, I mean, there's no way you could fill that up unless you're doing recording video and things like that. I wanted more intimacy in my gameplay. My TV is 12 feet away. I have my consoles connected to the TV. I have to wear glasses to see the TV. Although it is nice to be able to sit in the recliner and play a relaxing game, I really wanted to be closer to the screen for more serious gaming. And I know you can connect a console to a monitor and sit at a desk. So it's not really console specific. This is more of a personal thing for me. But I also can't wear my glasses when I sit at a computer. I've had cataract implants, and it prevents me from being able to see when I have my glasses on at close range. So I really like the monitor setup because I can take my glasses off and be able to see the screen. Wireless technology is amazing, and it definitely has a place in the world. It is so convenient. But when playing Xbox or any console that requires batteries, the controllers are not that big a deal. But I had a wireless headset, XP500 Turtle Beach, and that thing would just eat batteries, and it would always go dead in the middle of a game. It's supposed to give a warning, but the warning doesn't always work, and it would just go dead right in the middle of the game. So I definitely, in this new setup, my new PC setup, I definitely wanted a wired system, so I did not have to use those batteries. One of the best benefits to going PC is you have a ton of options when it comes to service providers. You're not locked into Xbox Live. You're not locked in to the Sony service. With a PC, you can get on Steam. You can buy the disc. If you want to buy the disc, you can go to Obsidian. There's a ton of services out there, and it's only going to get better. So that is probably one of the biggest points, is you're not enslaved to one provider. I've already kind of touched on this, but consistency is really a big point for me. I just want a consistent experience And that's not to say that I don't want to evolve. I don't want my experience to evolve. What I'm simply saying is, like when we had this console change last year, even though you could go from 360 to Xbox One and have a similar experience, there was a gap. There was a gap in the gameplay. Your 360 games did not work on your Xbox One anymore. And I really think, and this is another reason, I really think that that Sony and Microsoft did this on purpose. They could make those games retro. They could offer some kind of service. Sony kind of offers it now, but they can make some kind of service to where you could play those 360 games if you own them. And they just won't do it because, I found when I bought my Xbox One, for the games that I like, I would buy the 360 version and the Xbox One version because I wanted to be able to play with the friends on both systems. I've also kind of touched on this, but Xbox Live, why do I need to pay a membership fee if, say, 10% of the time, and that's really an honest assessment, 10% of the time the service either isn't up or it goes out in the middle of a game and I can't play. Why do I need to pay that $60 a year? I've got a lot more that I'd like to say, but I think that's it for this video. This has really turned more into a rant, and I really didn't mean to bash the consoles. I didn't mean to bash Xbox Live, but I really feel that the PC better suits me and my family, and I think if you really think about it, that it would probably suit most people. Not all people, but most people. So give it some thought, and you're the one that needs to decide what's best for you. I appreciate you listening and considering what I have to say, and if I can help, post a comment. I'll try to answer your questions. Thanks for listening.